All right, so species diversity. Like we mentioned before, it's variety and abundance of species in a given area. And the role of a species is the ecological niche. There's two main groups of species, generalist and specialist. And if I take this, I'm going to point right here to these generalists. Generalists are organisms that have broad niches. That means they can live anywhere, they pretty much eat anything, and they have a high tolerance for environmental change. Specialists, on the other hand, as this picture right here, they occupy narrow niches. If there's a change in their environment, they're going to have a hard time adjusting, and they have few choices of food. And this is a picture of a koala. Sometimes you have to know specific examples of organisms that fall under these two categories. Keystone species, when you see this word, all of these have a large effect on their community or their ecosystem. But keystone species, when you see this word, think of it as a predator. It comes out a lot as keystone predator instead of keystone species, because most keystone species are actually predators. And as I mentioned in class, if you have an energy pyramid and you remove the top organism from the pyramid, which is the predator, everything below will be affected, because if this one organism is not available to feed off this level will then overpopulate, their resources will become depleted, and the disaster will go down. Foundation species, these are species that actually shape habitats, and all other species will benefit from them. Indicator species, a good example of those are birds, and they have the ability to provide early warnings of damage that is coming to the ecosystem, mainly weather changes and such. Native species are species that thrive in a specific ecosystem. They pretty much belong there, is how you could think about it. Non-native, and you have to be familiar with all these terms, can be alien species, invader species, exotic species. What makes non-native species such a nuisance is that they don't have their own predators, natural predators, so they tend to thrive in the environment and they take over the environment. A good example of a non-native invasive species that's popular is the kudzu vine. It's a case study in your book. Please become familiar with it.